Okay, Paula, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm so excited to be here in this program and share uh, with people like you. Okay, it's very interesting to talk about these topics, and I would say thank you for accepting this invitation. Um,
Oh,
so,
thank you to you for the invitation.
my pleasure. What can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? For example, where are you studying? In what university? What are you studying also? And well, what can you tell us?
Okay, so like you already know, my name is Paula Fabre. I'm 20 years old, and I'm studying language pedagogy in order to be an English teacher in the UNEMIS University in Milagro. Yeah.
Okay, right. Yes, exactly. So, for the people you know, UNEMI, Universidad Estatal de Milagro, is the university where Paula studies. Okay. Tell us about something about your experience with English. I know that Paula, that you studied English also here in Ecuador, and also I think that you have an international background. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, so my experience with English started since 2018. I did a course of English about 18 levels. So currently, I got my verification in English, the V2, and yeah, like you mentioned, I had the opportunity to travel to United States in order to improve my language, and yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, yeah, I know that, and I congratulate you because I remember when I was preparing you, and I exactly knew that you were improving your language. Okay, so what can you tell us about your motivation, your expectations using the English language in your career or any other things? What is your motivation to study English?
What was the question? Sorry.
What is your motivation or expectation that you have when you decide to study English in your career or any other thing that you consider is important?
Okay, first I started to study English because I saw it like a way in which I can get a lot of things because English opens a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities in order to do anything because it's a universal language. So but throughout the months or throughout the years that I have in my career, I can notice or I can realize that the better the true thing for being here is because I like to teach. I like to meet people and that put on them something about me and vice versa. And also because talking about my career, my decision to study my career, I can say that it's because I wanted to have a teacher like, sorry, I wanted sometimes I wanted to have a
Mhm.
teacher like I want to be in the future. So yeah, I mean that is my main motivation to study English and my career. Yeah.
Okay, certainly. Okay, you mentioned that it's important that you want to be a teacher, and that's your motivation, and that's good. So I say that this profession, okay, is very important, and also because you can educate and transmit and share with many people the knowledge. You can inspire other people. Yes, okay. So congratulations for that. Well, according to your experience, Paula. Uh, in your career okay, basically in your career as English teacher that you are preparing, okay, what is the hardest skill that you consider it would be difficult for you to improve? I mean, speaking, reading, listening, or writing. Which is the hardest
Okay.
skill?
But in students or personally?
Personally, yeah, in you.
Okay, I mean that now Listening, yeah, because no listening could be reading because it's something that I don't really like. um, yeah, I mean reading. Yeah, because I like to write, and I consider that the easiest are listening and speaking. So because I already prepare myself in those areas, because I travel to United States and I can improve myself in that.
Yes, and I understand your point, Paula. No, you are totally honest when you mentioned that. Incredibly, surprisingly, many people don't read even in the first language, which is Spanish. So this is a bad habit that we no native
No,
speakers we have. No, so that that bad habit we we take in the second language. So we don't write in English. Sorry, we don't write in Spanish. It's difficult for us to write in English. Why? Because you know that it's a way that we transmit so the same skill from one language to another. So, but what you really said is true because uh, in Latin America, uh, our countries we have a low level of reading habits, and we are not accustomed to read too much, but it could be okay if we start reading. I don't say every single day, but we could improve the habit reading once or twice, 3 times a week, because in that way we
that is
can
correct.
improve. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
but sometimes we are different. Talking about students or people in general, we are different. We have different
Yeah.
learning styles, so that means that sometimes one part of the student or one part of people
Mhm.
prefer other skills, and the rest of that part prefer other ones, and different learning skills.
Totally agree. Totally
Yeah,
agree. Yes.
I mean
Eh,
that
Yes, no, I think that you're right because even though you're not good at writing and reading, okay, you can develop writing or listening or speaking, no? So, but it could be great if we as learners we can understand that we can improve, no? Especially the weakest areas, no? Especially, for example, in your case, when uh, you took the B2, no? What experience did you have, Paula? What experience did you have with the international exam, the B2, the exam that
well,
you take?
it was so hard for me because um, I'm nervous and I'm a shy person. So because you were my teacher, so I mean that it was difficult to prepare me also because I know who I am, you know,
Mhm.
and so that experience was so difficult for me. But the bad thing is that I already got it, and I'm so excited about it. Yeah.
Yes, I can imagine that. I can't believe my eyes when someone told me, "Okay, teacher, in that day the exam that I wasn't nervous." No, no, I know that we feel nervous. I remember when I took the exam some years ago, I was also so nervous. But when you know and when you trust in your preparation, or you
More when you
know
feel prepared.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So I agree with that point. So you can overcome the challenges that you have, no? So well, well, regarding to another topic, which is we're talking about teaching, no? In your case, Paula, in what semester are you studying now in the in the university?
I'm
And
in five semester. Oh,
okay,
sorry.
and have you experienced teaching? Have you ever experienced teaching to other students, or you have a group of students to teach?
No yet, but I mean in January, I'm going to teach in a like a center of education, English
Mhm.
education.
Language
but it's
centers.
about a practice. My practicing in the university is not like a work or a job, sorry.
Yeah.
If not, it's more practicing, so studying actually. But I can get experience about it. Yeah.
Okay, definitely the experience that you obtain when you start practicing real classes with real people. Okay, that's very good because
Mm.
you learn how people are, the way that people learn. You can see their emotions, their reaction when they don't want to turn off the the camera. Okay,
Okay.
so you're going to permanently to be engaged, with your classes, no? So I don't mean that being in real classes with the students is stressful, no? So I think that we, as English teachers or teachers in general, we have to enjoy when we bring classes, no? Okay, I know that some students are a little difficult to control or manage, especially in,
Difficult, yeah,
in
you're
online
right.
sessions, but we have to find the right methodology or strategies, no, in order to work with them permanently well,
Engage
no.
them.
Yeah. So for me, I send my best wishes for you in the English practice, no, and also with your. And how long will it take this teaching practice? 1 month, 2 months,
95 hours. I mean, like 2 months. Yeah,
two
like 2 months
months.
because yeah, 2 months approximately
Mm,
because it's 95 hours. We have to connect in the classes or in the virtual classes um, about 3 times per week
hmm.
and 5 hours each day. Yeah, during
Sounds
two
great.
months approximately. Yeah.
Sounds great. So evidently, yeah, I can see it, no. So, Paula, I will ask you another question. This question is about, it's not personally, it's not to you, it's about people in general, no? What do you think about that people don't like English? Maybe you mentioned that people don't read, they have different intelligence, but in your opinion and your experience with other participants, with other people, what did you notice with them? Why do you really find English very interesting? What do you think about it?
Okay, I mean that the first reason they don't like English is because they don't know about it. They don't know anything according to English. So, because that was my case. So
Mhm.
when I didn't know anything about English, I just like I don't know. I don't want to learn. I don't want to treat with English, and that's it. That was my thoughts. But now it's different because I already learned, and actually I'm learning because we never live to learn. And I mean that is the main reason, and also for the necessity that we find here in Ecuador. First, the we don't have the necessary money to pay a course
Yeah.
of English, a good course of English. And in my experience, in public, I studied in a public institution in a high school, in a public high school, and it was a terrible experience for me because my teachers were not the kind of teacher that like what they do. And that is tricky. That is a big trouble in base of that, because if you don't have a good, a good, I forget the word, a good example of
Hmm.
English, uh, you never going to interest in that. Yeah.
Okay, I found some interesting things that you already mentioned about it. So every single thing that you do, you have to feel passionate about it. And I think that teachers in general, we feel commitment and we have we have to feel passionate when teaching, no?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
uh, commonly it's said that we English teachers are like crazy human beings because we create, we do something strange things, we play with the students, we create wow wonderful things. Okay, and I believe it's right. So I because I did it. And I assume that you did it because in your classes we have to create so many games, icebreaker activities to motivate our students.
Yeah,
Uh,
and actually, I had an experience with my teacher of the last course of my last course in high school. She motivates me in
mhm.
order, to learn English and to research more in that word. And yeah, so I mean, like you say, no, the teacher have to put in the students the correct motivation or the necessary motivation in order to they can find what they like or find interest in a topic.
Yes, definitely, totally agree with you. So, amazingly, so if we find a teacher that can inspire you, know, some students say that okay, in the high school maybe I had one or two teachers that inspired me. I like the career I chose now is because someone else inspired me in the high school, or somebody said in university I have two or three teachers that are constantly motivating me. So great, because that's teacher role, no? So we teachers have in our hands the role to motivate and encourage our students. Not only knowledge, it's about inspiration to be better persons, to be great professionals, to be good citizens in terms of the things in our community, in our country, no? To be good professionals and persons, no? And people in
Yeah,
general.
no, no, just teaching for money, if not with passion. And
Yes,
yeah, that
definitely.
you really like what you do, because
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
important for your student future.
Yes, totally agree with you. Okay, regarding to now, in this part of this the program, we have already talking about your experience in EFL teaching. Okay, you mentioned very interesting things now, but now we are going to talk about entrepreneurship. Okay, for example, Paula, you know that in this time of pandemic, many people lost their jobs. They have to create different things to make money, and that's okay because they need to. We need to survive. So my question for you is, Hola, what what entrepreneurships, okay, do you think that are very important for the community to support people in general?
Uh, can you change the question because I can get it. I can.
All right. I mentioned my question is, no, what entrepreneurships or business, no, do you think they are really important that they help to the community in general?
So I don't consider that you create a business in order to help people or community, because all in this time is to help yourself. I mean that I'm more in this time of pandemic
Hmm.
about the coronavirus, because for me, you are the principal for you. But yeah, that is my comment. I don't know what more to say.
No, yes, it's very important what you really believe. No, I don't judge your. So
Yeah.
I mean, so I understand what you say. No, so in this pandemic time, many people want um, to feel self motivated to start first with you, no, and then you can do something for the others. But what do you think about when other people try to support or help? No, for example, let me give you an example. Um, let's suppose that you have an entrepreneurship. Okay, let's suppose that you sell candies, food. Okay, but you see that in your community there are people that they really need, that they lost everything. So there are some people that support or have or they think about different ways to support other people. So what do you think about it? What do you think about that?
Okay, I mean, those kind of people, they are the best people that can exist because they put their necessity after the necessity of others, you know,
Mhm,
uh, and that is correct. So that is another belief that I have because sometimes it's better to help people that need more than you. And
mhm.
yeah, I totally agree with that.
Okay. Certainly, I remember before we started the program, you showed me some like advertisement or things that you were doing. So, would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, a little bit, but can I do it in
Sure.
Spanish? It's better for me.
Okay, if you feel better in Spanish, you can do it, okay? Paula nos va a hablar en este momento en español sobre un emprendimiento o unas actividades que ella está realizando y obviamente ella, pues, ¿quién mejor que ella, pues, que nos aclare y nos explique, pues, en qué consiste, ¿no? Paula, I'm going to show you the slides in the share screen, okay, to share with you, okay? Le voy a permitir para que comparta pantalla, no sé.
Okay. So I'm in here. That is my advertisement. Bueno, mi familia y yo nos hemos puesto como un tipo de negocio, como lo que estaba hablando hace un rato con el profesor, ¿no? Un tipo de business pequeño, debido a que mi mamá es una gran cocinera en estas épocas de Navidad, ¿no? Y hay un plato tradicional llamado, bueno, de hecho, un acompañado a la cena navideña que se llama relleno. Entonces, nosotros aquí hemos hecho un tipo de publicidad. eh, en caso de que estén interesados, pues, ay, no sé dónde dejar mi número, pero bueno, mi número es 099-752-3194. Cualquier cosa me pueden avisar por interno, ese es mi WhatsApp o mi número que uso para llamadas. Y pues la terrina grande está a $10, la terrina pequeña 6.50, es súper bueno, delicioso, no es por venderlo solamente, pero en realidad mi mamá no es chef de profesión, pero cocina muy bueno. Y también lo hacemos junto con mi hermana, que mi hermana sí está a punto de obtener su título, ya egresó y está a punto de tener su título de ser chef, ¿no? En gastronomía, licenciatura en gastronomía. Y ella, junto a su enamorado, que también es chef, que también está a punto de graduarse, hacen todos estos tipos de comidas y también bebidas tradicionales de aquí de Ecuador, las cuales son como rompope, bueno, el rompope es tradicional de Manabí, eh, hacen cuerito con chancho y cosas así, ¿no? Cosas accesibles a buenos precios y pues sin costo de domicilio. Y bueno, eso es lo que les puedo compartir. Muchas gracias por la atención y ya.
Bueno, nomás decirles gracias Paula por compartir su emprendimiento. Decirles a las personas que nos ven y nos escuchan que, bueno, es un ejemplo, ¿no? De cómo entre familias se pueden ayudar, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Hay muchas maneras de cómo reactivarse, ¿no? En lo que es la economía. No solamente es para uno crecer económicamente, ¿no? También uno puede crear formas de ayudar a otros, ¿no? En este caso, al trabajar en equipo, en este caso, pues Paula mencionó, pues, la hermana que está terminando la carrera de chef, el enamorado, bueno, al trabajar en equipo y ayudarse, también fomentas lo que es el dar trabajo a otros, ayudarse mutuamente, cooperativamente, ¿no? Entonces, eso es bueno, ¿no? En este espacio, este programa, no solamente es para hablar de cosas académicas, también es para fomentar un poco la parte del emprendimiento, dar ideas a los jóvenes, ¿no? Paula, ahorita bueno que ya estamos hablando en español, terminémoslo en español, ¿ok? Bueno,
Bueno,
mi última pregunta que
quisiera,
querías, ok,
quisiera
dígame.
clarify something.
Okay, you can
Quiero
do it.
aclarar algo, ¿no? Respecto a la primera pregunta que me hizo del business.
Okay.
Pues yo no soy ese tipo de personas que como que se lucran para uno mismo, porque a mí me encanta ayudar en realidad.
Ujú,
Todo lo que, de hecho, ahora mi familia está como que pasando, no mala racha, porque nunca es una mala racha, sino que todos tenemos momentos difíciles económicamente, ¿verdad?
ujú,
Entonces, como usted lo mencionó, no es una forma de ayudarnos mutuamente. Y eso es algo que me han enseñado mis papás, que siempre uno, cuando tiene la posibilidad, lo hace. Pero yo hablaba respecto, o sea, le contestaba a su pregunta respecto a personas que tienen como que negocios y no negocios grandes y también pequeños que como que recién están emprendiendo, ¿no? Y tienen este tipo de pensamientos que ahora solo es para ellos debido a, porque usted mencionó la pandemia y la
ujú.
pandemia ha dejado varias secuelas, ¿no? Económicamente hablando. Entonces, eso sí quería aclarar, que no es mi tipo de pensamiento, pero así las personas seguían. O sea, no es algo que yo haría, sino que las personas actualmente actúan así. Entonces, era eso.
No se preocupe, está bien el espacio para aclararlo, ¿no? Yo lo que le quería decir era de que, bueno, justamente que para terminar, para cerrar el programa en la última parte, quería preguntarle qué mensaje usted le puede dar a las personas en general, ¿no? A que hay personas que, por ejemplo, han pasado por situaciones muy difíciles, todavía no se recuperan, por ejemplo, de una pérdida de un trabajo o una situación de malos momentos que han pasado, ¿no? Me refiero en el sentido tanto emocional como en el sentido de emprender, o sea, ¿qué mensaje le puedes dar tú, Paula, a las personas que de pronto sí tienen ideas, pero no se arriesgan por miedo o, o por alguna razón no inician algo, ¿no? Algún tipo de emprendimiento.
Pues que nunca se atrevan a pensar que sus ideas no tienen valor, que porque si no se arriesgan, nunca van a ellos mismos visualizar el valor que tienen, ¿no? Que tienen sus ideas y que tienen ellos mismos por haberlas pensado. Y pues respecto a las personas que quizás han perdido un trabajo o un familiar, eh, y que ya está próxima de las Navidades, ¿no? Me imagino que debe ser muy difícil y siempre ha sido para mí muy duro hablar de este tema porque yo siempre digo que una persona no sabe lo que se siente realmente hasta estar en los zapatos de esa persona. Y yo no he perdido, gracias a Dios, ningún familiar y no nos fue tan mal este año. Yo digo que siempre Dios estuvo con nosotros. Pero a esas personas, pues, simplemente que sigan para adelante,
Ujú.
que es verdad que puede ser muy duro y que el mundo se viene abajo, eh, porque es muy difícil. Todos estamos pasando momentos muy difíciles gracias a la pandemia. Y pues nada, que hay que seguir adelante porque lamentablemente tenemos una realidad y es que la vida sigue y nosotros somos los autores de esta vida, de nuestra vida, de este mundo, y pues tenemos que ingeniárnoslas para ver cómo seguimos, porque como usted dijo antes, tratar de sobrevivir es una carga que nos pertenece, lamentablemente. Entonces, ese sería mi mensaje, que confíen, a los que confían en Dios, que confíen mucho en Dios, que realmente Él es el único que nos puede ayudar en cualquier tipo de situaciones y Él es el único que nos ama incondicionalmente.
Muy asertivas tus palabras, Paula, ¿no? Me gusta mucho le has puesto un lado muy humano, ¿no? Realmente, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Esa parte humana que también edifica, construye y, bueno, mencionas pues obviamente a Dios, ¿no? Como pilar fundamental, ¿no? Eh, te agradezco por la oportunidad de poderte entrevistar y por haber compartido tus experiencias gratamente. También al joven que está aquí presente, al público en general, a las personas que nos han seguido en Facebook y a todas aquellas personas que confían que este programa de alguna manera puede aportar un poquito, es un grano de arena, pues en una inmensidad, ¿no? Entonces, si sirve esto para algo, para motivar en algo o dar ideas, bienvenido sea, ¿no? Justamente en tiempos difíciles, eh, los, los, las personas, los gurúes en, en marketing o emprendimiento justamente dicen esta máxima, ¿no? Que en tiempos de crisis es cuando el ser humano saca lo mejor de uno, ¿no? Entonces sí, efectivamente, Paula, coincido contigo, ¿no? Bueno, doy la culminación de este programa agradeciéndoles a todos ustedes. Paula, gracias por venir. Eh,
Gracias a usted por invitarme. Ha sido un placer estar aquí.
gracias,
Que su
gracias a
programa
todos.
siga creciendo mucho más.
Muchas gracias, Paula. Les deseo una feliz Navidad, que pasen bien con sus familias, y cuidarse mucho, ¿no? Bueno, que pasen bien a todos. Gracias.